Hey guys, this is Christine, and I am doing a painting tonight. Christine's Cozy Creations. And so I hope that when you get an opportunity to watch this, that you can do this little painting. I have prepared my canvas. I have just used painter's tape. And, painter's tape, this is an inch. And so that's what I did is I just took it to the edge and I just painted or I just taped it off for an inch. And then I'm going to paint all the inside and then peel the paint off. And you'll see what I'm going to do from there. I have got, so you can see my paint, I've got orange and red and yellow. I think that's a sunflower yellow. This is a yellow ochre. I've got licorice, black, any black, a brown, of course, white and green, and of course, red. You can use any of these colors that you want to. We're definitely going to need green and the yellow and the orange and the white, but they can be any colors of yellow and red and oranges. So anyway, so we're going to get started. Right now I've got 4 brushes. If you don't have all of these flat brushes, then you can just use the ones that you have. This is a 3/4 flat. Basically, I'm going to do the whole canvas with it. This is like a number 12. And I think this is either a number 6 or a number 8. And then I've got a little script liner. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I'm sort of going to do like it looks like a landscape to begin with, but you'll see it'll have detail. I'm going to start with my brown. This is my little fancy thing that I got, and I like it. You can just get over here. You can go right over here to the side and like mix in your paint. And what I have is a sweet little lid that goes on this. So it saves my paint. Again, this is new. If I didn't have this, I'd be using foam plates, which I do all the time. And I've showed you guys how to literally like take wax paper and tape over your foam plates so that you're not wasting them. You can use them over and over again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down here with this brown. I'm going to go all the way across. And I'm just going to keep doing that till I get it covered. And I'm going right across that tape because I want to make sure I get to all the way to the end of it. Then I'm just going to go right into this orange without cleaning my brush. I'm going to just go over here to the side and just sort of get that in there. And I'm going to start picking up that orange and just go right over this brown. I'm going to keep going up just so it gets a little bit brighter. And of course, I want all those streaks out of it if I can get it. If not, then sometimes I have to go into, I've got some floating medium here, which is really just like the fluff in paint with no color. And it will help uh, my paint to flow better. Then I'm going to pick up the yellow ochre here. Now that is like really stiff. So I'm going to just keep picking up some floating medium till I get that softened back up. Again, it's just the fluffing paint. And so let's go over here to the side, just mixing it in. And then I'm going to come right up here with the yellow. Yellow. I'm from the country. We say yellow. Yellow. So I'm going to keep just going up here, getting this in yellow. Keep picking up some medium because it's so thick. Now I'm just going to try to sort of gradiate that a little bit. See some, make sure that you get this edges of the paint or the brush, excuse me, the tape. Okay. Normally, if it's this much paint, I might use like a hair dryer to try to finish it off just to make it dry faster. I'm just going to go right up here and get this edge. It's not really going to be seen anyway, but then I might do this one. But again, it's not going to be seen, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm doing it in the brown because that's what's down there, but you'll see it'll change. It'll change once I get the painting finished. Okay, you might be thinking this is going to be a Christmas painting. It's weird colors. Okay, I'm going to just put this paint brush in water and clean my brush. Now, I'm going to take my 12-inch brush and I'm going to go right over here in, I think I'm sort of going to tip it in some brown and black. And I'm going to come over here in these two puddles right here. Let's see. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get that flat chisel edge on there. Now, I'm going to come right over here and let me see. Do I really want that black? I don't want it that black, I don't believe. I guess I do. I'm going to go with the black. So I'm going to go probably a little below a half mark on my canvas, and I'm going to make just a square box. And you will find that I am not good at lines. Sometimes I might use a ruler, but this is going to sort of be old-fashioned looking, and so I'm not really worried about it. And I'm going to just fill this in. I'll fill this in with black. And again, I'm going to try to get that as straight as I can. Get up to this tape. Basically, you're going to draw a little box here. Try to do it as square as you can. Fill that in. And the fact that it's not like really, really dark with that color, I don't mind because I'm going to fill it in after it dries. You'll see what I'm going to do with it. Now, I'm going to just come right over here straight into the brown. And I'm just going to come right over here. I'm just making that a lot lighter. And I'm going to come straight up here. Let me see what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to just come straight up from there. And I'm going to fill that in with the brown. But I never did clean my brush. I still have some black in there, and that's okay. I just don't want it, I just didn't want it like a solid dark black. But this grayish color is good. So you're like, oh my gosh, how's this going to be anything to do with Christmas? Hopefully you'll see here in a minute. May just have to go back over that. Like I said, I should have probably got my hair dryer out. what I do is I just take it and I take it off to the side and I fan it like this. And so I'm just going to do that for a second just to get it dry just a little bit. It's probably still not very dry, but then I might just, okay. I'm not going to clean this brush necessarily, but I'm going to go right here in white. And I got black in that brush still, and I got the brown. And so what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to do something different. I'm going to clean that brush. I don't want to do that, but I will. Not going to clean it very well. I'm going to go back over here at that brown and that black. Once I cleaned that brush, I did dry it. I don't know if you've seen me or not, but I did. And I'm going to do one more layer here. And I'm going to come all the way down beside this. Go right back over top of this. Try to make it as straight as you can, but if you don't get it that straight, that's okay. Like I said, once I do what I'm going to do with it, you'll see. It's just going to look very rustic, and that's what we want. Okay. I might come down here and just do one little edge right here too. Okay. Now, I'm still not going to clean that brush. I'm going to just pick up the white like I was going to do before. And I still have that brown and that black and white in that brush. And so what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to clean that brush. I'm going to go with the smaller one. This is that little 8 brush or 6 that I was telling you about. I'm going to do the same thing with it. I'm going to pick up black and brown. I'm going to come over here. I hope he does. I know this is actually quite big compared to what I'm used to. Used to a little. So I'm picking up black and brown. I'm just sort of mixing it. And then I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to pick up white. And that brush just don't want to give a whole lot. So I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it was new and I didn't get the sizing out of it. So let me see what it's going to look like. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start, see if that's going to be light enough, and it's not. I'm going to pick up more white. And I'm just going to start laying in what looks like a little brick. Okay. And maybe one right here. And look, these are going to be real rustic. So you do not have to, they do not have to be perfect. They could be different colors. They could have different kinds of gaps in them. It's got too much white in here. I'll just pick up some more. Okay, so you're just going to get all of this done. We'll go right over here. Let's go over here. Then we'll go bigger one. Bigger one. Bigger one. Bigger one. Bigger one. And then one little slice here. That's good. So you're just going to finish this out until you get all the way to the top. And again, I'm doing different. Like I might pick up some more black like this one here. I'm just gonna start staggering them a little bit. And then right here, I've got the little, so we're just gonna finish this out, and this will take just a little bit. Okay, right here is a bigger one, bigger one, bigger one, bigger one. I'm always going back. If you guys don't see my fingers and hands, I'm going back and I'm picking up more paint. And again, this is not exact, so you're just trying to make it like look real rustic, like they never they never had a lot of like a lot of straightness and all that kind of stuff when they built houses back in the day. If you've ever tried to do one like a remodel or something of an old house, you'd find that it's not level at all. And so this is sort of what I'm going for, something that's not level and real rustic. Like it because it's like it all of a sudden decided to line up. Okay, so there we go. And if some of them sort of doesn't look right, you could always go back here. We could always go back and tweak them a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna clean that brush. I hope you guys are able to see this. Let me see. I don't know how long. Now I'm going to pick up some of this yellow and I'm gonna go in here. Actually, I might go with the yellow ochre too. Let me go with the yellow ochre first. And I'm just going to go right in here and I'm just going to put some like streaks in here. Will be like the glow. Will be like the glow of a fire. Okay. Maybe a little orange up here. A little bright orange. I think on the sides, I'm just going to put just a little bit of maybe some white or something just to make that look like it's definitely Again, sit or something. That. Okay. I think for right now, because this is going to be a fairly long painting, I might just pause or like cut this one off and do like a part two. And that way you got time to go ahead and get caught up on this before I go to the next one. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I will come back with the second part.